Hey, it's Nick Tuminello. I'm an expert contributor at Reebok One, coming to you from Reebok HQ here in Boston. We're going to talk about a contrast set that I use with my Muay Thai competitors and my MMA competitors to help them build increased knee striking power. So a knee is a very, very volatile, very, very important explosive strike, and with anything we can do to increase the power of that, we're going to do aside from the technical training they get from their Muay Thai coaches. So this involves two exercises, and I use the word contrast set. So let's explain what a contrast set is first. Contrast training is a concept that's been around since the 60s or 70s. It's a way to increase power. Put simply, you do a loaded movement, so let's say a squat, a barbell squat, and then you do an unloaded equivalent of that movement. So if you used a squat, you would do a squat jump. Another example of a contrast set in basic exercises would be doing a heavy set of bench press for 4 or 5 reps, and then do an explosive push-up or a medicine ball chest throw. So that's the contrast. A movement, a loaded movement, and then follow that loaded movement with an explosive equivalent. So now that you understand how contrast training works, we'll talk about the two exercises. So the loaded exercise is going to be an exercise I developed that we call the fighter's lunge. It's not just for fighters, anybody can do it, but it definitely is great for fighters, and that's who we developed it for. So it's basically a reverse lunge. The only difference when you do a reverse lunge with the fighter's lunge is you continue to step back with the same leg. So if I step back with my right leg on rep 1, I would continue to step back and forth with my right leg until I did all my reps, then I'd go to the other side. What I'm doing that's different at the top of the lunge from a traditional lunge is at the top of the lunge, my thigh, my right thigh, if I step back with my right leg, meets the dumbbell that's in front of my thigh in my right hand, and then I use my hip flexors to elevate that knee. So I'm using the weight, working against the weight. I'm not lifting it with my hand. My hand is just holding the dumbbell in place. So my hip flexors are using that to lift my knee. And you want to lift your knee just higher than your hip. So we're working on some of the muscular mechanisms that help drive that knee and drive that hip through. So once you finish both sides of the fighter's lunge, so I would do all my reps on the right leg, all my reps on the left leg. Then I'd go to a medicine ball, and you need a Dynamax style medicine ball, a softer medicine ball, not an air-filled rubber ball. And we do what's called a knee driver. So you set up kind of like you're getting ready to throw a knee. You hold the ball in front of about mid-thigh area, and then you explode your knee forward, striking the ball, letting the ball leave your hands, and I want to drive it against a wall so then it comes back to you, rolls back to you, you pick it up, reset, and do it again. Or you shoot it over to a partner, you'll kind of hit them in the numbers, hit them at the chest, they'll catch it, and then shoot it back to you, you reset and go again. The tempo here is different from the strength exercise to the explosive exercise. When you're doing the fighter's lunge, you want to keep more of a slower controlled tempo. When you're doing the knee driver with the medicine ball, you want to be as explosive as you can, and you want to do reset reps. Before you start the next rep, you perfectly reset, and then you put everything you possibly can into exploding that ball forward through your knee. So this is Nick Tuminello, expert contributor for Reebok One, and I wish you the best of luck with your training.